Why do the calmest and most self-assured people almost never post their photos online? Strange, right? In a world where almost everyone puts their life on display, there are still people who consciously choose to stay out of frame. And it is not about fear, and it is not about insecurity. In fact, it is exactly the opposite. We are used to thinking that if a person does not share, then they simply have nothing worth showing. But the truth is, these people are often the ones who actually have something worth protecting, and they understand that. In psychology, there is a concept known as privacy orientation. It is when a person feels calmer when they are the one deciding what others know about them, what others get to see, and how close people are allowed to come to their life. This is not emotional distance, it is control. Control over their own reality. People like this do not live under the eyes of others. They do not wake up thinking, "How do I look to everyone today?" They do not need approval just to feel okay. They do not take photos for posting. They take them to remember. And sometimes they do not take them at all, because being in the moment matters more than capturing it. Look at how most people live now. We go somewhere beautiful and instantly reach for our phone. We meet the people we love and start thinking about how it all looks from the outside. We live through the moment, but only halfway, because the other half is already busy with filming, editing, and posting. Now imagine someone who does none of that. They simply sit there, look around, and feel. Without the thought, "I need to post this." Without the judgment, "Is this beautiful enough or not?" They are fully inside the moment, and maybe that is exactly why those moments feel deeper to them. For them, memories are not content, they are personal history. A photograph is not a way to show something to others, but a way to keep something for themselves. Sometimes it feels so personal that they will never show it to anyone at all. And there is a kind of value in that, something hard to explain, but easy to feel. People like this rarely share what is personal, not because nothing is happening in their lives, but because their life is not meant for everyone. They do not put their relationships on display. They do not talk about every emotion they feel, and they do not turn every experience into a post. They live through those things inwardly. Their birthdays may pass quietly, with no stories and no public congratulations. But that does not mean there is emptiness there. Quite the opposite. There may be more sincerity in those quiet moments than in the loudest celebrations. It simply stays where it truly belongs, on the inside. And this is where the most important thing appears: strength. In a world where everyone is shouting about themselves, they choose silence. In a world where attention is treated like value, they choose meaning. In a world where being seen matters so much, they are not afraid of going unnoticed. They do not need constant validation from the outside. Their self-worth does not depend on likes. Their mood does not rise or fall because of comments. They have already found something solid within themselves, and that is something not everyone has today. So maybe the real question is not why they do not show their life. Maybe the real question is why we have become so used to putting it on display. Sometimes, silence is not absence, it is a choice. And maybe the strongest one of all.